it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Gibson again. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Tua going to throw. Got it over man, finds Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Gibson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So it's 3rd and goal. And now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, it's Patterson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do is maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Okay, ready?
Back to the ground now. Patterson stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
They certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, but not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Thomas. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Tua's throw complete to Dotson. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that run game and maybe open things up for a comeback in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Patterson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Patterson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Tua. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will find his man, Samuel. A big hitter to start the drive, has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong, like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work in mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound.